The Yamaha Fasino 125 gets a hybrid makeover. It uses an intelligent system, giving a performance boost when needed. The scooter's electric starter, the smart motor generator, gives an added boost to the petrol engine when needed. So straight off, it feels livelier and eager to move. Although at first glance, it still looks like the earlier Fasino scooter.
That's the new Yamaha Fasino 125 hybrid. It's not an electric scooter, so what it does, the starter motor gives some added torque to the conventional internal combustion petrol engine. So the new Fasino 125 hybrid gets a little bit more torque. In numbers, it makes about 10.3 Newton meters compared to about 9.7 Newton meters earlier. It gets slightly new cosmetic changes, new colors. Of course, this one comes in a gloss and matte finish, new LED headlight, a new digital instrument console. And this one, the Fasino 125 hybrid, is one of the lightest scooters in its segment at 99 kgs curb weight, although it gets a full metal front fender. The top spec disc brake variant gets a nice comfortable wide seat with finished in tan color, and overall this one Yamaha claims is one of the most fuel efficient scooters and of course the lightest in its class. So that's what we're riding to see if it's worth your money if you're in the market for a 125cc scooter.
The shape and silhouette remain more or less familiar to the petrol-powered Fasino 125. The weight now is 4 kilograms less than Yamaha's earlier scooter models. Up front are telescopic front forks with a LED headlight with LED DRL and even LED tail light. With its curved lines and bold new colors, the Fasino 125 hybrid comes across as attractive, even though its looks may be the subject of polarizing opinion. But there's no ignoring that familiar design, which now gets new features. The top spec disc brake variant also comes with Bluetooth connectivity. The scooter rides on a 12-inch front tire and 10-inch rear wheel combination, and the wide rear tire looks good.
So now it gets a new digital screen, yes, but it's fairly simple. It gets your speedometer reading, you get a fuel gauge here. For some reason it gets a tachometer also, I don't know why that's useful in a scooter. And it gets an odometer and a trip meter, but that's about it. Distance to empty or fuel consumption figure would have been more useful, but sadly this scooter doesn't get that. Now the ignition key is a multifunction key, so you can put it off like that and you can also open the remote hatch from there. But it still doesn't get a external fuel filler cap, so every time you need to fuel up, you'll need to open up the hatch to access the fuel filler cap. Now it gets 21 liters of underseat storage, quite enough to keep a bag or two, but you still can't fill a full face helmet. So a half face helmet will probably fit in there, but a full face helmet, no, it won't fit there. So those are the features. I wish that fuel filler cap was outside so that you don't need to open the hatch every time you visit a fuel pump. And of course, a more comprehensive instrument console would have been more welcome.
On the move, the Fasino 125 hybrid comes across as a sprightly scooter. It picks up speed quickly, and owing to its light curb weight, it's easy to maneuver and will be a likable companion for the daily commute within the city. The seating position is comfortable and the Fasino 125 hybrid picks up speed quickly to keep up with traffic. The smart motor generator adds more torque, resulting in quicker acceleration than before. According to Yamaha, even fuel economy has been improved, and power of up to 60 km per hour has been improved, resulting in better acceleration. Handling is quite predictable, and owing to its light weight, the scooter remains planted even when negotiating turns. The only drawback is the rather low ground clearance.
The biggest strength of the Yamaha Fasino 125 hybrid is its weight. It's the lightest scooter in its class at 99 kg, so it's very easy to maneuver whether you're on getting out of a parking lot, or whether you're maneuvering through traffic. In terms of acceleration, 0 to 60 you'll reach within the city. It's very easy, very light on its feet, so no complaints there. With my weight, which is 74 kilos, I could hit about 80 to 83 kilometers per hour top speed. But the problem is that around 72 kilometers, you'll feel slight vibrations on the handlebar and on the floorboard. Nothing much to complain really, but there are some vibes which are there. The problem with the Facino 125 is the suspension. It's on the stiffer side. So if you're going through potholes or even broken roads, that is when the ride becomes a little harsh and uncomfortable. So if you're looking for purely comfort, then this scooter may not appeal to you. But overall, it's light, it's fuel efficient. It'll give you about 50 to 55 kilometers per liter very easily. Overall, at that price and segment with that lightweight, it's a very good scooter, but keep in mind the ride quality is on the stiffer side.
Overall, the new Facino 125 Hybrid comes across as a light and easy to use scooter. It's frugal and extremely flickable due to its lightweight and has decent dynamics. But those positives are let down by its stiff suspension, which takes away the joy of riding a comfortable scooter. And at over 78,500 rupees for the disc brake option, it's still not what you'd call a very affordable option in a segment which has several very capable products, including the Suzuki Access 125 and the TVS NTORQ 125.